Find functional hilarity at the Pop Roast Emporium.
So I'm glad to be back.
I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah, New Orleans was amazing. I ate so much, and I wish you can come along next time. Like, it was really fun. I ate so much.
We'll get there.
I had my birthday cake like I wanted. Yeah, that was great. Thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday. I really appreciate it. I felt so special.
Good.
Thank you also to the international fans from South Africa and Singapore wishing me happy birthday. We are international.
I can't believe it.
Right. If you are international, if you do not live in the United States, please tell us where you're from in the comments.
We want to hear all about you.
Yes, and how did you find Pop Roast? And Alex.
Let's talk about Titus Burgess on Andy Cohen.
Oh, yeah. So I still have not seen like the episode because I've been so busy, but apparently like the whole episode was just awkward. But basically like there was a clip of Titus referring to Andy saying, well, Andy asked him a question about, I guess, Eddie Murphy. And then Andy, I guess, was being shady, saying that like, well, did he talk to you? Because, you know, like what Titus said, of course he talked to me. Like, we talked about everything, you know, and that's when he started to say, like, oh, well, Eddie Murphy was a little problematic for the gays back. And then you see a little switch in Titus, and then he was like, well, that's never happened to me. And he said something about, like, Eddie Murphy and him talking about Dreamgirls, and then Laverne, I'm about to say Laverne and Shirley, Laverne Cox was like, well, that was a different time, you know, we all learned. And then this what he said, like, I don't want to get the quote mixed up.
Well, no.
Go on, girl. Do your show.
He said, like, he answered Andy's question, and he was like, no, everything was fine. He didn't have any problem with me. And then Andy went to talking to the camera, and Titus turned to Laverne and said, I'm not having it. And then Andy said, what did you say? And he said, nothing, go on, girl, do your show.
Because Andy will be slick. He'd be like, what you saying? With a smile.
Because he's here
shady.
for the drama.
Right, exactly.
It's a shady show, and that's what it's about.
So, I applaud anyone who shades Andy on his own show and makes him uncomfortable. Because that wonky eye of his just starts going, like, haywire. So, I like it. Like, Watch What Happens Live is like a light show, you know? So, I wouldn't expect... And he's trying to, like, promote his movie with Eddie Murphy. He's happy that he's working with, like, a comedy legend. And just to come out of left field with that, and, like, that could have started, like... Because, you know, social media hops on everything. People like to do their research, go back to 1980, go back to the 1990 situation, what happened. And, like, that could have just fucked up his bag. And I would be like, Andy, now why are you trying to do that? Like, why? Don't push your agenda with Eddie Murphy on me.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm
you
like...
You should have him on the show and address it yourself.
Exactly.
Face to face.
Don't be having, like, a side person that's, like, a third party that's connected to you on that. So that's a gotcha question. You know? That's like if I was on Watch What Happens Live, and it's like, oh, well... Your co-host was a little problematic back in the day. I'm like, where are we going with this?
He ain't shit and he knows it. What else? What else is going on?
What else? What else is going on? What else? What else? I'm sure y'all know where that comes from. But yeah, like, I would be kind of like, okay, don't be coming for my co-host. Like, don't try it. That's how I would be. So, it was a really funny clip. It went viral, and then he doubled down in his Instagram comments. I'm going to try to, like, do it down, but he basically called him a messy queen.
You can give them a dramatic reading.
Okay. She can be a messy queen. Let me see. How would he say this? She can be a messy queen. Yes, I said it. Don't care he knows it either. He should remember his talk show isn't an episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's a place where artists come to talk about art and have a little fun, not a place to rehash old rumors or bring a star negative press.
Now, wait, now hold on. I love you, but I have to disagree. Titus, I love you, but I have to disagree. His show is basically an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it is a place where you bring up old rumors and rehash a lot of shit.
Bring a soundbite. Yep.
I mean, like he's got like every time Mariah comes on, which is a few times a year.
Right.
Every time J-Lo comes on, do you know each other yet? Have you met? I mean, that's what he does. So it's like, have you not seen the show? That would be like coming on here. They're very shady and picking apart fashion and looks. It's what we do. It's what we've been doing for the past year. So I feel like you didn't know what show you were going on.
Well, that's funny shade between Mariah and J-Lo, but it wouldn't start a backlash against another party, though. That's the difference. So Sunday was a display of ratchet behavior by a well-connected man having blatant disregard for one of his guests. If only time were taken to know who I am and not assuming that I am the character I play on TV, I received 4 Emmy nominations for acting, not for being myself. He was lucky. I had my wits and Christian values that day. Always keep it classy. Being friends with other talented celebrities doesn't make you talented. It makes you friends with other famous celebrities. He should rip a page from Anderson Cooper and learn how to do his job. That was a little bit of a read. And he went on Wendy Williams the next day, and like she got the tea too, and he just said he wasn't having it. So I don't think he'll be back on the show anytime soon. Andy was like, oh, well, it was awkward, and he's been here a number of times. This is his 4th time on, and he said he's always welcome back. So I guess that was just, he didn't want to engage.
And he will not
and it was
engage.
smart for him not to engage. I like Andy Cohen's show. I just think he's a shady, messy queen. That's all.
I'm sure a lot of people think that about me.
Did you hear that Carly Red has gotten her lady parts plastered? Hey, did you see the video?
I did not want to look at that.
On all 4s. Make sure you're in the frame. Make sure you're in the frame. On all 4s. Like, she loves being on all 4s. What bird is on all 4s? There's no bird that's on all 4s. Anyway. But yeah, she was getting her... I can't say pussy plastered.
Yeah, you can say pussy plastered.
She was getting her pussy plastered. And her, I don't know if she's getting her anus plastered too. I don't know, like, it is just...
Oh, God!
This is just too much.
Well, Safari got the first deal with Doc Johnson.
Right, I'm like, was this the opening? No pun intended. Was this the opening for Carly Red?
I mean, like, she hasn't even had nudes leaked, so I'm like, this is out of left field. It's just all of a sudden...
Carly Red has never had a nude leak or anything? Well, she's really proud of her nudity. I mean, you can turn on Love and Hip Hop, you can download Top 5 on Netflix or something, you'll see everything.
Oh.
But yeah, like, $300,000. I'm not sure if that's a good deal.
What men are out there purchasing Carly Red, though?
You would be so surprised. If you saw Euphoria, there's a market for everybody. One of the characters, I know you're never going to look at the show, but one of the characters, they decided to get some extra money on one of those pay-for-view sites, like an OnlyFans or something. And Lord, it was something. I know what episode y'all know I'm talking about, but yeah, there's something for everybody. Carly Red's vaginal, anal area is plastered, and I'm trying to figure out what that looks like.
I don't want to think about it.
Now, was that just up front, and then what was the deal? Like, do you get anything afterward?
I don't know. That depends. That depends on the deal. She might get something from the back end. The back end,
right?
Or she probably is getting like a percentage of sales, and then like that's the money that she's getting for them to do the cast, put it out there, use her likeness. I'm surprised Safari like broke down and did it now rather than like when he was on the show. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, did you think your music was gonna take off? Did you think you were going to have any more value than your penis?
I think he was thinking that the Erica Mena and him spinoff would like take off somewhere, or they would get a.
I'm sorry, honey. Your penis is more valuable than Erica Mena could ever hope to be.
Facts. 2 questions for you. What Love and Hip Hop cast member you think is next to do this? And what Love and Hip Hop cast member would you like to see it from?
Who's gonna do this next? Young Jock is too small. We've seen that. I could see it probably being like one of the other ladies. Maybe not Rashida.
No. Even though Candy would probably entice her to do it. Moniece, definitely.
Moniece. Maybe Scrap De Leon for the men. There's nobody I would want it from, like, in the entire franchise.
So, have you heard that Rick Ross and 50 Cent are at it again? Like, Rick Ross said, basically, 50 Cent has no value in music.
That's a fact.
Right, and 50 got mad about it. But this
What,
is what
50? You haven't touched music in years. The closest thing you've done with music is the Power theme song.
Mm-hmm.
That was your last track. Now, the Power theme song is cute. But yeah, girl, you done moved on to movies. You done moved on to TV shows. Like, your last album went joke. It just went joke. Not even punchline, just joke.
Basically, he was asked by someone on his press tour for his album. Rick Ross said, honestly, I'm a businessman. If 50 Cent still had value, I may have been done it. Like, he's talking about collaborating with him. Mm-hmm. But not being funny, homie just ain't that dude no more. We was riding through LA, smoking the Hate It or Love It yesterday. That shit was dope. We was saluting Cool and Dre. That's Miami who did the production. Game and 50 Cent, that was dope. If he was still making music like that, of course. So 50, heard that comment, and 50 has to respond to everything.
So what did the little troglodyte have to say?
He said, I don't know what his value is to music culture at this moment. I never made music with him. I don't have interest in making music with him, 50 replied. A lot of these guys, even when you make reference to music culture and stuff like that, they're one-trick ponies, so they're going to be gone. 50 Cent continued.
Like you?
Well, isn't he a little successful with Power? Is that making any kind of money?
Oh, no, Power's doing well, but in music, he was a one-trick pony. He did the gangster rap. That is no longer what's in, and we've moved on.
And basically, it's just some, yada, 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 bullshit.
I forgot he was feuding with Rick Ross.
Yeah, didn't he, he lost the lawsuit because of that.
Oh, that's right.
And that's why I think cooled it down.
The baby mama's business out, and then or a tape or something, and he ended up suing her, and she won like $5 million or $17 million.
She sued him.
She sued him, and she won, and that's why Tierra thought she could win.
And she stayed losing.
Oh, Lord.
All I think about is 3 Wheels. A hot topic of the hour.
Is this is my he who sold this house.
I don't want to. I was going to start hard, but we'll start with that.
Let's get it out of the way, because I know some of y'all are sick of it, so we're going to get it out of the way.
I'm one of those people.
You're sick of it?
Yeah, but I saw the headline.
That he sold his 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom, $1.6 million Studio City, California house.
Wow, what part of California?
Studio City.
Oh, okay. Wow, I wonder why.
Legal fees, I guess.
Garnishment.
No, he's not gotten that garnishment yet, but I can't believe he made enough money to buy that house.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. How many seasons is Star?
Empire.
5. Same thing. I'm sure you can rack up at least $250,000. I'm sorry. Not $250,000. 750,000. At least from 5 seasons.
Yeah, they say he was making $80 an episode. And they're
$80K an episode?
Yeah, and it's like 18 to 20 seasons per episode.
But how do you fuck that up?
I wouldn't.
How
I'll tell
do
you
you
right
fuck
now,
a
the second
good
I bought
chef
that
up?
Joker and put the pool in, I'll tell you, but here's the thing. His house didn't have a pool or a hot tub, so he ain't shit.
And I heard he lost money selling it.
He lost $30,000.
Damn, not even a profit.
But he sold that shit as a private listing. It was not on MLS. It was not in any of the real estate systems that you look up. He knew an agent and said, no, look, if you know somebody who's looking in this area, sell this Joker.
Such a secretive sissy.
A secretive sissy. I mean, we didn't even know he owned that house.
Right. So how did we find out that it was sold?
According to The Blast.
The Blast.
I
know you couldn't wait to say that. But that's it. He just sold it. They didn't say why. They just was saying that.
Nope.
The Blast is so shady.
They are. I mean, they just, they put the business out in the streets because, according to public records, July 15th, the sale did close.
Okay.
I want to know who sold it for the secretive sissy.
Probably another sissy.
Another secretive sissy.
But where is he gonna live now?
In Journey's basement. Or his parents' basement.
They have money. So
from where?
I don't know. Like they look like they came from like a upper middle class black family. It was like 7 of them.
That means they really ain't got shit. 7 mouths to feed?
Well, not 7, maybe like 5.
That's still too many.
Ugh. I shudder every time I think of like children.
I shudder every time I think about that fabulous house without a pool or a hot tub. He's just sorry. He's just sorry.
A sorry, secretive sissy. I'm so sorry, Jesse.
Wendy Williams, let's talk about it. There's a whole lot going on.
Right. Someone got an exclusive. Page 6 reported it, but then B. Scott got an exclusive, I guess from someone at the finale party that happened at the 40/40 Club. I actually saw it, like one of my friends, she's on the Hot Topics team, and she was at the 40/40 Club. So I was like, okay, this is accurate. And a lot of people are dropping like flies because they said season 11 is rumored to be the last. And there's a lot of people on the staff that's saying, yeah, like usually around this time it's
they've been renewed for
right.
the next. Like when she was on all those when she was having all those hiatuses, that's when they renewed.
Right.
Like right now, the show would be considered on the bubble, and the truth is, if that shit ain't picked up by when the show airs,
right,
it ain't getting picked up. It ain't getting picked up, y'all. It ain't getting picked up. You heard it here first. Well, you probably heard it from other people first, but we telling you, if the shit ain't get picked up by May, it ain't coming back.
We don't make the news, we report it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a little sad because, I mean, who's going to tell Hot Topics? Like, in the morning time, I'm not about to tune in to see Jerry.
Alleged what? Alleged who? Allegedly.
Debar Mercury. There you go. I'll just be in the little, like, the prompter area. I don't think she's spiraling anymore, but I do think she's, doing different type of things now. Like, I guess she's been through so much. Like, season 10 was like she was in a sober house. She was on hiatus after hiatus. She had a divorce. Like, it was a lot.
And she's still not divorced.
Yeah, I guess not. But it's just really weird. I guess people are jumping ship right now, and people are wondering what they're going to do for a job afterward. So
I mean, they'll find another show. They'll sign other contracts.
Yeah, I wonder when she's going to make the statement that this will be the last season. It comes back September 16th.
It would be smart to do it, honestly,
the
right
beginning
when you
of the
come
season,
back,
so
to
that
get everybody
ratings.
will watch.
Yes.
And then she's got, she's producing the Jerry O'Connell show.
Right.
So
she'll have that afterward. I don't think that show's going to, like, do good. I mean, I heard some people say he did a good job.
Well, I don't think it's for us.
That's a good point.
Ooh, you know what else?
What?
She may not want to go up against Tamron Hall.
Oh, she's going to be...
Tamron's going to be in that same time slot, and Tamron will get all of the guests that would never even look Wendy's way. That when you said Wendy, they'd be like, okay, I'll have a fry. Ooh, they've got really good nuggets, and give me a junior cheeseburger. That's the only Wendy you could be talking to me about.
Well, hopefully I can go to the show at some point if this is going to be the last season.
You better.
Damn, I can't think of, like, life without the Wendy Williams show. Like,
well, I don't think that it's going to be life without the Wendy Williams show. I think she's going to continue.
She needs to keep herself busy.
She's going to keep herself busy. I think that she could have a great radio show.
Maybe a podcast.
A podcast. Or I think that this TV show, The Everyday Grind, is too much for her. I think if she did a once-a-week show with no studio audience, and she tried to do what Angie Martinez is doing with the Lost Stories of Hip Hop. Oh. Angie Martinez has a new series coming out on WeTV. All the people in hip hop, yes, and the Busta Rhymes and all that, the Coolios, and she's going to be doing like the untold story of hip hop, like old rumors, old tea.
Right, because back then there was no social media to like confirm anything.
Ooh, they were getting away with murder back then.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I'm sure we would have known if Puffy and Mason was knocking,
Mm-hmm. They were able to dibble and dabble in private.
Yeah, in peace. Anything else in the Wendy story?
She's selling her house for a $250,000 loss in Livingston, New Jersey.
And she's living in Manhattan now, right?
Mm-hmm. And she didn't have a pool either. These dry-ass houses ain't selling for shit. That's the issue. I know I wouldn't purchase it. Or I'd say, you're going to have to knock down what it's going to cost me to put a proper pool in here. What the fuck is wrong with you dry people? Just dry-ass people. I ain't doing it no more. I ain't doing it.
Holy Red, Jesus.
We don't want it. We don't want it. We're not purchasing it.
Right.
I am not going down to the store to try it out.
So I called Basketball Wives last night.
What do you think about this season as a whole?
Basura. I mean,
really? I feel like they've been giving this year.
It's like trash in a Louis Vuitton bag or something. Like, it's nice, it's entertaining, but it's still like a trash show,
I mean, well, it's a trash show because we've got trash people. I mean, Jennifer and Evelyn.
Yeah,
those are pillars of society.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's my favorite part of the drama right now. I mean, OG is just bringing most of the drama now. Like, it's a lot of people versus OG now since Jennifer's in the clear a little bit, except with Malaysia. And you know what I noticed? They always save Malaysia for the very end. Like, she's a very boring character, but you saw at the very end of last season, she threw a damn table. And you see at the end of this season coming, she's going to, like, get in Jackie's face.
And Jackie's going to try to throw a chair.
Really? Oh, yeah.
I was like, all right.
And, I'm guessing, like, Cardi Z is going to, like, agitate Tammy a little bit.
And OG. But did you see how that heifer copped that plea?
Yes.
I really want, like, if there was ever a time for an ass whooping, if there was ever a time for a Tokyo Tony, charge!
And you see no one stood up for Cardi Z?
Nobody stood up. Well, because everybody knew she was lying.
Right. But they didn't call her out on it. And that was like, that's the favoritism.
Evelyn,
that's not fair.
The thing is, Evelyn was the only one who really knew. And
but then OG was like, I will whip your ass. Don't play with me.
I feel like OG, that wasn't time for talking. It was time to whoop her ass. And then when she's, whoa, why? Then explain to her. Because you decided to be slick and you didn't want to own up to it. I want to see somebody.
If that was Tammy and the Cardi Z person was Mika, they will all jump on her. They was like, no, girl, say what you said to me. And then, like, Evelyn would probably grab a microphone or something. Like, something petty. So, you see that favoritism? Well, I didn't like that.
But Phoebe's friend, I will say I don't like how they're making OG look more violent than any of the other ladies. When that's how Tammy or Evelyn would have reacted.
Exactly.
If somebody was pulling that shit with them.
I didn't like that. And then Shawnee, like, stuck her huge-ass nose in the situation. Was like, why we gotta go there? Why we gotta go there? I'm like,
because that's what you're paying her to do.
So OG was the most interesting in that last episode. I like how she like got that girl together because, oh my God, you see that rap video she like did?
I could have shot that with this.
With an Android. I'm looking forward to the rest of the season though. Like I just really want to see like Jackie like.
Sure I understand.
I really want to see Jackie be problematic again. I want to see crazy Jackie.
Yeah, asshole.
Like
Jackie.
No fucks given Jackie. Because I'm tired of this woosah Jackie. I'm tired of boring ass Tammy. Like I want Tammy to be.
Is Tammy ever even there anymore?
Right,
like,
and that's not
fair.
fair.
Did she go on the trip?
No. Did she go? I don't even think she went to Costa Rica.
Oh my God.
And that's not fair. Like they should be contractually obligated to film with each other.
No, I actually like it because it's like for once you can be friends with people and like no, all of you do not hang out together, and there were past issues to the point where I don't need to be around this shit.
Okay.
Like because Evelyn will always try to drag Tammy down, and Tammy is just like, look,
drag Tammy down.
I don't have time. I'm actually out here booking roles. And she said that all that acting out on Basketball Wives fucked up her acting career. Not that she really had an acting career when she got on Basketball Wives, but she thought she was going to get more out of it than she's been able to because, like, she's now got to rehabilitate her image. Mm-hmm. And, like, the mushing and all that stuff was, like, overshadowing her talent.
Her talent. Gotcha. Speaking of Housewives of Potomac, Katy has been like trolling Bravo a little bit for not being on the reunion, which I think Katy should be on the reunion.
Now, I gotta say
if Charisse was on the reunion the other time, then Katy deserves to be on the reunion.
I don't think Katy has brought as much as Charisse. Katy has had like these 30-second asides.
She put a picture of Amistad and put all their faces
on God, yes!
Did you see that?
I did see that. I'll try to find it. I think I have it. It's on her Instagram.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm. But, I feel like Katy only had like little bitty asides. Like even at the hoedown, when everybody was fighting, she wasn't involved.
But off camera, her and Ashley got into it, and I'm sure they're gonna want that drama.
But that's off camera. If it's off, then it may be too much of a distraction from the show. Then she's like, got the story of, oh, well, he hit on my man and told him to call on the private line, but now you're not with that man anymore. I think also there's definitely a substance tea with her.
Yeah.
And I think that there could be some behind-the-scenes liabilities we don't know about, which is why she wasn't invited. Like, they ain't just gonna not invite your ass to the reunion for no reason. I don't think she's played that big of a part in the show. Like, she has had some pivotal moments, but I could also see, like, other friends of the show starting shit and them not being on the reunion.
I wish that I could go, like, to the 99-cent store and just get one of those weaves out the packet and then just put it on my head to just show y'all how Katy looked this season.
It was disheveled.
It was disheveled and
askew.
I'm trying to think of some other words.
Concerning.
Right. I was concerned because I wouldn't let any friend go on camera like that. So you can tell, like, they were laughing at her. Mm-hmm. Giselle is just so messy. I'll just read what Katy said right quick on this Amistad photo. It has Monique in it, Candace in it, and
Lady Eloise.
I'm not sure why she chose these women. These women she's cool with.
I don't know. I think that they're just
it's
like who she
disturbing.
had the most scenes with.
Oh, okay.
But
yo, I'm staging a mutiny, and yes, I ask my fans for support and solidarity and throwing off the bonds of slavery, much like the uprising of Amistad. This is my first time reading this. Any network willing to sit me on their couch during the filming of the wretchedly, inadequately staged Real Housewives of Potomac reunion should come for the real tea straight from me. Maybe I'll call it Watch What Happens Next. Everyone knows I should be on that couch. You want to exploit my image and life and not give me my time to shine? That's because you are lame all day. If someone else wants color and content, Katy is ready to dish the dirt and spill the tea. She also calls, what's his name? Michael. Chester the molester really has taken me out. Chester the molester. Like how he just like, they swept all that under the rug. Maybe there was a settlement.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. And did we find out whose dick he wanted to suck?
Not yet.
Oh my God. We gotta wait till the reunion.
I heard it's going to be in a future episode. I think we've got like another month or so of episodes before the reunion.
Yeah.
I would say we'll probably get the reunion starting.
When they film the reunion, that's
in mid-September.
They have 3 more episodes. Well, maybe 4 more episodes while they're taping the reunion. And
then we'll get a 3-part reunion.
Oh. Lord.
Ending in September, and then in October, Married to Medicine will come back, which is the bridge to Atlanta.
Yes. Okay. I just really hate also that
I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, I mean, you've been doing it a long time. A long time.
I am.
Touching on Atlanta right quick, I'm just really frustrated how we're getting storylines already. Like, why? Like, who are leaking storylines? We don't get that for none other franchise. Like, I should know about the note Nene wrote. I did not mean for that to rhyme. But yeah, like what is it? Her engagement. I should know about that. It just doesn't make for me to watch the season. We know that she's feuding with Marlo. Like, we really are getting like a blow-by-blow. Right, and we're just watching to see it unfold, basically. Yes. We're not being surprised whatsoever. It's like, what did the blogs get right? Exactly, that's what it's come to now. I really do feel like this week on the Allegedly show, I had a Nene topic every time. Nene's doing this. Nene's not doing this. Right. Nene rebuts. It was a lot. It was a lot. 4 days. You might need to give Nene a check. I ain't giving her shit. Please, Nene need to give me a check. Keisha Cole had her baby. I don't care. With the baby. I don't care who she runs around and gets pregnant by. I want to know, when is she opening her restaurant? The fried fish joint? I'm telling you, I bet you, I know it's good. I know it's good, and I bet you she's got a homemade tartar sauce recipe that'll make you want to slap your mama. I'm telling you, Keisha, I want the restaurant. I will go. I will order. I'll put in a catering order for my birthday. Have it open by the 29th. I think if she opened a fish place, it would actually be successful. It would. It really would. I think she knows good food, and she's got enough notoriety. She could do a show about the restaurant and how it works and all that. Keisha's Fish. Keisha's Catfish. Keisha's Kitchen. Keisha's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. Keisha's Catfish Kitchen. I'm gonna get some catfish today. I know you've talked about the Katy Perry thing, but barely. Oh, actually, we never got the to the verdict. She had to pay $550,000, and Capitol Records had to pay like 2-point-something million for 1.2 million is penalties after a judge found she copied her hit song. I mean, that's more so on the producers. The fault. Producers, and like, that's not her fault. I'm not gonna blame her for it either. And like, if someone gave you a beat, would you go and find like, oh, let me go find out like? I would, because I'm obsessed about shit like that. You are, and because also I know YouTube will take that shit down so fast. I know you can have all the rights, and companies will still try to claim copyright. And you know what? Someone at my job last night played the original song, and I'm like, have you heard it before? Well, you've heard it before. It's on the Tootsie Roll song. Oh. Stop, they're gonna sue us. Oh, shit. Oh, right. Oh, my. You really scared me just now. Yeah, but I was like, okay, it's kind of like, I hear it, but I didn't know that was the song. Like, it's the song on the Tootsie Roll remix for y'all that's like in our age group. But yeah, I heard Katy Perry made $3 million off that song, but The record label made $30 million. And that's what happens when you don't write or produce your own music. That's when the record label really capitalizes.
I was shocked to find out she's worth $330 million.
Katy Perry?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
I was shocked.
Touring.
Them tours.
She was on
do
tour.
put on a good show. She do put on a good show.
Yeah.
I liked
Stage
her
production.
Super Bowl halftime show. I was
forgot
not
she did
mad
Super
at
Bowl.
it. She did. I remember because she was on a freaking like some type of UFO that had like fireworks going off, singing fireworks. Yes. I was like, now you know what? That's cool. She was on a hovercraft.
Can I just say, like, I did not like Katy Perry. Like, around the time when she had like her fifth #1 from the same album, and she broke Michael Jackson's record. But then, like, I heard Dark Horse, and then I heard it for the first time. I got up out my seat. I was like, oh. I was like, oh my God. She did it. Here we are.
I think I was like that with Ariana Grande. I like tried to not like her at first.
I tried to not like an artist's song, and you just could not help but get up and move.
I gotta enjoy the half if she can sing.
But yeah, it's not gonna hurt Katy at all. So she got money. It's not like she's Tiara Marie or Lil' Kim or...
Lil' Kim had to do a whole TV show to save her house.
Lord.
I've been meaning
I have
to
not
get
watched
to
that
Girls
show.
Cruise.
Like, after the first episode, I was just like, I'll get to it when I get to it.
I gotta get
It's not even on my DVR.
You know why? Because you don't have the option to record the series. You got to record episode by episode. I don't know why that is.
And
but
Monday
it's a pain in
nights,
the
right?
ass. Monday nights, right after Love and Hip Hop. Ooh, Hollywood starts this Monday.
It does. Oh my God. I saw the trailer, and I know you did it for Allegedly Show, but Media Takeout was kind of right.
They were!
Everybody and their grandma was on it. Everybody. I don't think that was a lie. Like, Jason Lee was on it.
Zell Swag is back.
Zell Swag, Mr. Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
He gets slapped by A1.
I didn't see that.
It's a sissy slap fight this season.
I think this season's going to be long. Like,
it
might go into January.
Episodes. Well, if they can cancel Love and Hip Hop New York.
Isn't Miami canceled now?
No, I don't think
Miami
is. That's a rumor. I don't think Miami is canceled. But I think they're going to try to have Hollywood run long while New York and Miami may run short.
Okay. It's just so many side stories. Like, there's like a A, B, C, D, E, F, all the way to J.
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Well,
boom. You want to keep going or just clean that up?
What am I going to clean it up with? God.
That table just makes me nervous. Because everything looks like it's about to fall. Something really falls every taping.
No, don't waste the paper towels on this.
Like, something happens every episode. Something falls, something spills, the bench breaks.
Remy Ma is off parole.
Good for her.
She's not on the Billboard 100.
She'll never be on it. I don't think she will. Like, I think she should just hang it up like her ankle bracelet.
She's hanging up that monitor for the last time.
Right.
5 years on parole, my God.
She was on parole for
5 years.
She's been out of prison for 5 years?
5 years.
Has it been that long? You thought she just got out.
No, she's been on Love and Hip Hop ever since she got out.
Oh, they needed that check.
Girls Cruise star Chile accused of owing $12,000 in back taxes, according to The Blast.
Oh my God. You go on TV, someone's going to find something about you, something that you owe.
Oh my God, she owes $12,000 to the state of Georgia.
Fulton County.
I tell you, the second you get on TV, there's
Especially
a department.
if you're in Georgia.
Well, those were today's Hot Topics. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you sooner than Nene sees a real friend.
And we'll see you sooner than Wendy Williams sees a pickup letter.
Find functional hilarity at the Pop Roast Emporium.